Say, hi friends, welcome back.
My friend, welcome back.
I hope you enjoyed Hansel and Gretel. Today we're going to be reading Sleeping Beauty. Are you ready?
Yep.
Alright. Once upon a time, a beloved queen gave birth to a beautiful daughter. A great festival was planned. Deep in a dark forest of the same kingdom, there lived a wicked witch who led a lonely life.
What was it?
It was the witch. Bah! Cried the bitter witch. I'll put a stop to all these cheers. With evil in her heart, the witch set out for the castle. The moment she arrived, the cruel witch cast a terrible spell on the princess. On her 19th birthday, hissed the witch, the princess will prick her finger upon a spinning wheel. This will cause her to fall into a deep sleep forever. Exactly 19 years later, the princess prepared for her birthday party by sewing a dress for herself. True to the witch's word, however, the princess pricked her finger. The princess instantly fell into a deep sleep. The queen was horrified to find her daughter fast asleep on the floor of the sewing room. She knew at once what had happened. The princess was brought to her own room and put to bed. The princess lay in bed as the queen set out to find some help. Yup, it seemed that no one could help the sleeping princess until one day when a fairy arrived at the castle. I have hopeful news about your daughter, the fairy told the queen. In her travels, the fairy had met a bitter old witch who bragged about her powerful spells. The sneering witch had mentioned the one thing that could break her formidable sleeping spell. The queen listened. True love, the fairy told the queen. If a man of pure heart falls in love with the princess, she will awaken from her sleep. What man would fall in love with a sleeping girl? Asked the queen, sighing. All hope is surely lost. To bring you comfort, said the fairy, I can cast a spell on your kingdom so you may all share her slumber. When the princess awakens, so too will you. The queen was silent. I agree to this plan, she answered finally. Now, kind fairy, cast your spell, and so she did. 100 years passed as a dense forest grew around the castle. It was then that a handsome prince discovered the hidden kingdom. As he entered, he saw that a guard was sound asleep. In fact, everyone was asleep. The prince walked through a great hall, finding more sleeping people with every step. Wake up, he cried, but it was no use. Soon the prince found the princess's room. The prince gazed at her face. She was so peaceful and so lovely. Overcome with emotion, the prince stepped to the girl's bedside, lifted her hand softly, and gently kissed it. The princess's eyes opened in a flash. She looked at the young man sitting beside her. It's you, she said. You have come to me at last. I waited for you in my dream. A kind fairy told me you would come. At that moment, the queen and her sleeping subjects awoke as well. As they all celebrated, the queen rushed to the princess's room. My daughter, she said, overjoyed. You have come back to me. The queen looked at the prince. He was the man of pure heart whom the fairy had so clearly described. Thank you, she said, embracing him. Thank you. You have saved my daughter and my kingdom. As the people throughout the castle woke from their slumber, they rubbed the sleep of 100 years from their eyes. Word spread quickly that the princess had found her prince. The queen presented the young prince to her subjects. She beamed with pride. This man loves my daughter, said the queen, and they will be married as soon as possible. Let us not waste another moment. In a few short days, the sound of wedding bells rang throughout the kingdom. The princess and her prince were married in the grandest ceremony imaginable. The prince, his heart filled with love, had never been happier. The princess had truly found the man of her dreams, and they lived happily ever after. Well, thank you for reading today with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next video.
And the next video.
Haha, good job.